Okay guys, there we go. Then we drive on the highway because today we're going to do something super fun. We're going to spot the rainbow. Yes, but there's the rainbow. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Yes, you can see it. I'm sitting in the bus, but the Honda is hitched up behind our bus. This will also be the first time that the Honda is actually towed for such a long distance, because we're going to have to tow it for an hour and a half. We're now driving on the A2 because we're heading to the south of the country. Because there's actually an invite-only meeting organized there. Which we've been invited to, and as you know, we've gotten a bit spoiled since we got that tow bar. We just don't really want to sit in that stinky Honda anymore, so to speak. An hour and a half of blisters in that thing is just a headache? We're not doing that, but we did just hear a bang behind the car, so we want to stop for a moment later.
Let's check with the tension that's coming up now to see if the car is still properly secure.
We have full confidence in our tow bar, so that's not it, but then what is it? It's definitely a good idea to check once while on the road if everything is still the way we intended. Okay, I think John, at 1,200 meters, rain? I'm really curious what that bang was, but I was already quickly thinking with Danny, like, okay, if something breaks on our tow bar construction, what would it be? Our weld? Definitely not, no, because that weld is really baked onto that pipe, so that's not coming apart. So I was thinking, is it that tube that goes onto the plate that we screwed onto the car? Then it's no, because that weld was also really solid. So yeah, what actually goes wrong if something breaks? Yeah, but I don't think anything will break. I think there's some play between the tow bar and the car. Exactly where you attach it, there's still a bit of space that moves. I can show you that in a moment. And that's just what you hear sometimes. Oh, that bang. Yeah, so there's a bit of free play between the car and the van. That bangs every now and then. And we do have lights, right? Once again, folks, we're here, you know. We're just gonna check for a moment if it's still in place. We can always grab some coffee. Okay, here we go. What was the bang? I'm curious. Good news, it's still there. You can really hear that chain. Look, this one is a bit loose. See that? Yeah, but that's not it. Yeah, but you should tighten it, man. Yeah, that's it too. And now it's tight.
Here.
Now it's tight. Great. All right. This is really the last thing you'll hear, you know. Because there can be a lot of things you hear. Well, I'm really glad that it's been checked anyway. And anyway, that's how it is. And if he's in the guardrail, then at least you've seen what he looked like. Oh my God. Well, I just hope everything's okay. Nani is doing marketing again, you know, because we always have these kinds of air fresheners with us. And keychains. If people are really watching what we're doing, we always hand those things out. Hopefully we'll get a few more subscribers that way. That's just how we are. And if you've ever gotten a keychain or an air freshener from us, leave a comment below that you got one too. Super nice. Yeah? Are you doing marketing again? Yeah, they have a fancy car, so I thought, yeah, they're car enthusiasts. Right, we still have to go from here. From almost Utrecht, we still have an hour to go. So stay tuned. We'll update you in a bit if anything else happens. We're upgrading to business class. I think it's quite a nice upgrade on the bus. Yeah, definitely. Instead of the Honda. That guy knows us. He watched one of our episodes this week. Yeah?
Yeah.
He asked, when will this one be online? And we actually noticed that we're being recognized more and more often everywhere we go, which is really funny. I have to get used to it myself, and so does he. Like, hey, you're getting recognized more and more. If you recognize us, just say hi. We always like that. And sometimes you also have that awkward moment when people are just staring at you and you just don't know why. So they're just sitting there looking at you the whole time. And then I think, yeah, why are you just staring at me the whole time, you know? Just say hi, or just say that you know me, you know? Because that actually makes it less awkward sometimes. It's always exciting when you see those friends of ours. Yes, it is. But coming back to it, we'll be there in 6 minutes, so be nice, guys. And then we'll have just gotten through that 1 hour and 20 minutes with the Honda behind the bus. We could have made a really nice podcast for you guys, but we didn't. We just spared you that. We're so excited, guys, because yeah, you don't drive an hour and a half from Amsterdam for nothing. Like it would be from Tokyo Drift to Tokyo Drift, like in Fast and Furious. Was that it? Yeah, well then you're almost there and you immediately run into some nice Hondas. By the way, I actually don't even know what kind of car it is. I only see some little hairs behind it, FTO. What is it for her? All right, referee, guys, come on into the tunnel.
Left, right? Here, yeah, you really have to go through.
And luckily, there isn't a huge line outside. The last time we were here, there was just this kind of gigantic line. And they've got that sorted out now, so we're gonna park the bus for a bit. Disconnect the Honda. And yeah, I just see a Nissan GTR, guys. Look at it over there. Underglow, baby. Yeah, man, Underglow is the shit, dude. I'm curious what Luke will think about us coming with the trailer instead of driving the Honda. The Honda can't make it on its own, so we just came to tow. It's broken here, right? No, we're just gonna drive inside, so it'll be fine. Hi. Hey, good afternoon, doggy. Hello, can we unload somewhere? Yes, that's not possible. I don't know if you can do that. That
Can handle it.
you guys. But that can just be done here or at Van der Valk. We're going to dock at Van der Valk for a bit. Nice skyline, though, but it's not working. He should have come with a tugboat like us. Look at that. That way Luke also has a little helper. Well, I hear it already. We need to let the Honda warm up now then. Hey, Rob. Everything. Tasty? Absolutely. He hasn't lost any weight. No, don't you know him? Of course you do, guys, from the exhaust. Take a look. By the way, did we do the lighting for that? Yes, you did everything? Yes. On our first test ride, the cable was already torn off. Yeah, that didn't go well at all, man. But now we've left enough cable open. That's super nice. Yasha, it's chilly, man. Yeah, really chilly. Let's disconnect everything for a moment, start the thing up. And then just the launch control. Have you guys been inside yet, Rob? No?
Because I saw that you guys didn't have to turn around, so I
Thought, wait a minute, I have only been here for 1 minute.
For you, it's a home game, right? Yeah, home game, 20 minutes. 20 minutes, seriously, but it's really funny. Rob, don't look at my welding, okay? Or he hasn't seen any welding yet. That's just it. Did you weld a bumper bar?
Yes.
Man, did you yourself made a kind of bumper bar?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine, man. It's ideal. Look, that's how people are on vacation too, right? Yeah. That's right, with a camper and then with a small car. But do you happen to know if this trailer clamp is allowed? Or does it really have to be European Union approved? This man doesn't matter later. No trainers. No, but maybe he knows that anyway. Maybe he knows that. No, I have no idea. Because look, there it's just a bolt or something. Just American, right? Look, you can't disconnect it. Yeah.
Unless you take that bolt out.
So, American.
A trailer that you attach behind your car under 750 kilos. Those are also all those things where you arrange your own shipping.
For safety. But I just ordered that on, what was it, Amazon? VIVOR? VIVOR? Yes, it does work. Steady. Look, like this. It's attached to the car. And then we take that out. Yes. And what do you think of cops? I think it's pretty quiet, right? It's nice, isn't it? You like it, right? This exhaust? No, it sounds like a dog there. Oh. I thought, because Mr. Robert welded it, I thought, well, it must sound good anyway, but no, he just doesn't care for dogs, maybe. That's possible, right? That's possible. I have to say, they could have fixed the weather a bit better, because it's pretty cold. But anyway, we're going inside. Do you already know lounge control? No, that one always works. Rob, by the way, had you already seen it with that sticker? No, right? Not in real life. Yes, I did in real life, right? At Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Oh, yeah, but we weren't there? No, you weren't there? No, we weren't there? It's still crazy, you know, such a drone. And believe me, that person is just somewhere on the third floor just controlling that thing here without, yeah, even being there.
Back in the day, you just had a cover for your phone.
That's not allowed, right? That's not allowed.
yeah.
Another 10 points. What? 10 points for creativity?
I had that last time too.
We don't need it. We've got the skills. Amsterdam speed bumps, right? Amsterdam speed bumps. Rob.
Aquarium in my rear window.
Hey, Doncha, you have an aquarium in our rear window. Shouldn't you put a fish in it? But since the second time, that hatch hasn't broken anymore. No, we modified it. Now it's just twin-proof. Because the first time we blew that hatch apart, so well, I still hear a squeak, but that's not the point. But now we've drilled holes in the hatch and added an extra weight, and since then it hasn't broken anymore. We're just learning. Actually, you just learned from us. Yeah, or you from me. I warned him. But how did it break? We kept it open at all times. We found the person with his drone. Look, there you get him. There you get him with his headphones. Those belong to Sander from Full Car Tuning. Yeah, I still had to park on one head. I think we should just film like this on every floor and then head out again. The man himself, sorry Job, really, I'm sorry. I know that it wasn't allowed, sorry Job, but we have to change it like this, right? It has become a canon though, Don. We have a warning from Job. It's really not allowed anymore. Yellow card, yellow card. We have a friend with a Lukung line. Yes, you see, there we go already. Just record it, here we go already. Luke? Hey, I'm just getting up here. So, 2 yellows means big, right? Yeah, that's right. No, the car objection one was in line, okay? And then he knows that.
That exhaust is just one in a row.
Supercar exhaust under our Honda. This is air car. That's how it's supposed to be, you know? Yeah. And then later a 600 horsepower chip, and then we're set. Then call Jay. See if he still dares, Jay. That Lambo is sold, so that's not going to happen anymore. See if he still dares. Now, we do have a Ferrari.
Maybe that's something for Jay?
This is something for Jay. He'll freak out when he drives that. Whoever among you lives, certainly not off other people.
No, everyone.
It says that he smells like something. What do you say then? I smell coolant and rubber. He just needs to check his extension. Is it still intact? You'll see right away. He's allowed to drip here.
He doesn't have to.
Honestly, no need to go home if this isn't a Tokyo Drift style meeting. Look here. Last time we were here, everyone carried their own bed properly, and now we make a few hits. And I think, yeah, but check this out. This is pretty sick. There's a special Veterans Retraining Assistance Program on this, right? Super nice. An E30 M3, it really is.
A dream car.
Also for me.
There are some really awesome cars here, but seriously, guys, if you could pick a car here, which one would it be? A Cobra! That Honda with the crazy stripes? Whoa, now seriously. I think that Porsche that's downstairs.
What is that?
You should take a look. I haven't seen him yet. Yeah, that one. NWB Porsche. No, that thing is also low again. Oh, that's really... there's one in my spot now, right? Buy it. Damage? No. But it's an imitation. They put that body kit on it. That's not right. Skilled backs, that's not too bad. Yeah, but it has to be a real one. The craftsmanship has to be there. Real. Yeah, real? Yeah, we have to film. No, put it. But this isn't NWB. This isn't NWB. Is it there? Yes, it is. But then that body kit fits perfectly, right? No. Oh. But I thought you weren't allowed to make your car white body at all in Belgium. Right? You weren't allowed to make those kinds of modifications if you... I'm not Belgian. Oh, look. Yes, it is orange, though. Haha. Haha. Oh, sweet. No, but he is quite fat though. I do have it.
Done. This is pretty epic though.
Oh, yo, it's not the twins. Haha! We did find another BMW E140 though, with a wide body kit.
It is, it's pretty cool.
Really a sick wide body kit underneath. Check this out. Is pretty nice, right? Really nice. He has wheels just as wide in the front as in the back. Well, not that, but of course you can't, right? Showing up at a meeting like this without the Netherlands. I see wheels. Are those maybe for sale? Are those wheels for sale? No. You just have too many. You just have too many? Well, that's your answer, buddy. Well, I was looking for wheels for my budget car. And I thought maybe you'd sell a set, you know, but no. Okay, here it comes. He has a tattoo of those wheels. So I'm not getting rid of anything. That just comes along with it. I have 15 now. 15 of those wheels. Yeah, I'll be writing down another set soon. Oh man, do you feel that? Totally crazy. Do you feel that? Yeah. Totally crazy. This is actually the best spec in terms of sizes, which are available for stock body BMWs because I have this under my E30 setup. Part. Just measure that size with all of us. That's 8.5 and then 10.
If you get a 9.5 for your test and a 14, that's also great. And if you get an 8.5 and a 13, that's also great.
And how many inches is this? This is 16. This is a small wheel? Yes. It's very small. So we bought an Auslandert Vita compact
With 18
inch in the back. There's nothing wrong. But it has to drift eventually, right? Yeah, it has to work. Take a smaller hour. Yeah.
I often drift like this with this one too. How do they notice that it's so unique?
Is?
A lot of people either know this or they don't.
For me, the advantage is there. Everyone thinks it's a Brock or an A7. But it's originally a King K1000.
How? King K1000, if you look it up on the internet, you only find 4 or 5 sets from different people. Nobody really knows. But
Those expensive wheels then?
No, not even that. No.
If you have a wide set of these here, then you basically have the best sizes. Then you pay around with tires on them. Then you pay around 300, 400 euros. We need it. Although it's in the layout you said not tight because these wheels actually don't need to be tight anymore. The last set I bought was 3 weeks ago and that still came out to 1.34. That has a tire size of 2.45, 2.45 and then it just fits perfectly.
I have one of those here. 145 pulled. Is it a bit of a cheap size when it comes to tires too? It is.
A new tire. And
I drift with this. I just get tires from Germany because I live close to the border in Overijssel. And what I like most about the Deutsche TÜV is if they find a small crack or something, they have something.
Yes.
this is what we need, the right information. Check this out, guys. Tender lock, wow. The BBS motor track, wow, it's like you can interact with it too, man. It's like you're standing on a boat. Check out that shifting thing too, the gearbox, looks like a Honda. This thing is really put together, that's true passion. It can't be anything else. It sounds nice, you know. Well guys, it sure was a cold day here. It was pretty cold. What's the new thing? How do we put that on again? Help me out. Welcome to the spotlight. It could still use some adjustment, you know. That's why we just don't drive long distances with it, because it's just completely off. Yeah, it really doesn't drive well. So we're heading home. It was a great day. Saw some beautiful cars, socialized. That's the most important thing. You meet people you haven't seen in a long time or new people. You've got some skills on those hills. Just on the handbrake? I have to keep the gas on, so I need to have it on the handbrake. It even rolls a bit through the handbrake. You just installed that. You're tackling that whole parking garage in reverse. What a crazy guy. Everyone here is trying to drive away as nicely as possible, so you have the best photos of the whole day, and suddenly one guy just goes all the way in reverse.
I driving in reverse?
Because everyone is driving forward, so I'm going in reverse. Okay guys, it was quite an evening for us. We're going to hook up the Honda again and then head home. I'll see you next time in a new vlog. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this one, and of course, leave a thumbs up. Maybe let us know in the comments which car you thought was the nicest that you saw here tonight, and we'll see you in the next episode. Ciao!